That's what you call standing on business right there. Oh, makes contact. Devastating shot. This dude is about to leave his feet. He is stunned. He is petrified. Ragdolled him. Flapjack, pancake, it's a wrap. This dude wears a neck roll, guys. So this guy is about business on the field. When was the last time you seen a guy wear a neck roll? Midwest corn-fed type of offensive lineman that just is about his business. Oh my gosh. This dude, he looked like he got hit by a train. Getting crushed by a building is exactly what we're talking about right here. That is a pancake action, the best I've seen so far out of all these prospects. This guy is a ragdoller, a manhandler, a bully. More manhandling, more flapjack action, more short stacking. Let's check those. Boom. That man has left his feet. I don't know if you can see it because he's in white and they're in the snow. Dude's feet is in the air. He looks like, Uncle Phil's throwing Jazzy Jeff out of the building right now. Yo, it's your boy, Big Mike Raider. And we're here for day 16 of the 30 Days, 30 Prospects Season 3, where today we're covering TreVeyon Henderson out of Ohio State, the Ohio State University national champions. Guys, this dude, I'm not going to lie to you, man. This guy might be my favorite running back coming out of this draft class, and that's a bold statement. That's a hot take. You heard it right here. Even more so than an Ashton Genty. I'm saying that right now. This is a guy who's sustained success over a 4-year career. His freshman year, he came out guns ablaze, 19 total touchdowns. Came out his sophomore year, did some good work too. Got hurt, came out in 2023 and 2024, and really took over the running back position. Now he was kind of in a running back by committee with Judkins last year in that national championship win, but that only helps him because, kind of take some of the tread off, kind of reserve that tread on the tires kind of situation. But this dude can run in between the tackles. This dude can catch passes out of the backfield. This guy breaks tackles. He'll cut on you out of nowhere. This guy will stiff arm you. This guy is an amazing running back. And I think we're sleeping on him, guys. But we'll talk a lot about it, man. We're going to get into the pros and cons. We're going to get into where we could draft him. And then we're going to do the film. So before we get into anything, guys, make sure you guys like the thumb, hit the sub, and share with your folks. Big Mike Raider. Yo, TreVeyon Henderson out of Ohio State. I think this is my favorite running back. I'm going to tell you guys that right now. And it's for the value that we can get him second round, maybe even third round. If we move into that late second, that would be excellent. But I'm not going to get too deep into that. We're going to talk about some of the pros and cons of TreVeyon Henderson. Shout out to NFLDraftBuzz.com. They do great work over there. Anybody over there, they want to collab, hit me up. But anyway, here we go. Strengths, scouting report. From NFLDraftBuzz.com. Possesses elite acceleration that turns small creases into home runs. His burst through the hole might be the best in the class based on multiple games. So I agree with this. The games that I've seen him play, he hit the hole really hard. He's ran over linebackers. He stiffed arm defensive ends. You'll see it. He's done a lot of this stuff that really amazes people on film. Like, between the tackles, this dude is amazing. I'm not going to lie to you. Masterful running, varying run tempo, showing a rare ability to gear down behind blocks before exploding through lanes. This showed repeatedly in the Notre Dame game. I'm even go back when they played the Notre Dame in the regular season a couple seasons ago. He even showed that same kind of, up-tempo, that explosive ability. And in the national championship, he did the same thing as well. So, absolutely, I agree. Natural pass protector who squares up and anchors with surprising power for his size, consistently stonewalling blitzers in one-on-one situations. So not only can he go in the backfield and running between the tackles and catch passes, this guy is a willing blocker as well. He's a 3-down back, it seems like. Shows exceptional contact balance through traffic, regularly pinballing off defenders while maintaining forward momentum and rarely going down on first contact. You almost forget the dude is 5'10", about 210 pounds, right? Which you would think that it's like kind of a smaller guy in stature, but the way he runs a lot bigger than that. Let's look at some more of the strengths. Vision at the second level is outstanding. Consistently sets up blocks and anticipates cutback lanes before they develop, particularly effective on outside zone runs. And I think this will be an ideal fit for the Raiders as far as, that running the outside zone. If Chip Kelly's going to bring similar things that what he's done at Ohio State to the Raiders, TreVeyon Henderson will fit in perfectly, and it will be a continuation of what he did at Ohio State. I think it'd be a good fit. Displays reliable hands in the passing game with smooth adjustments to off-target throws, evidenced by his 11.1 career yards per reception. Yeah, this dude is he's a home run shot waiting to happen, whether it's through receiving or running the ball. Exceptional lateral quickness allows him to string together multiple cuts without losing speed. Made defenders look silly repeatedly against the University of Minnesota. Yeah, lateral quickness is out of this world, man. You'll see in the film exactly what we're talking about. Running style combines control power with explosive elements, runs with nice forward lean, and consistently falls forwards for extra yards. Yeah, you never see him get tackled behind the line of scrimmage or even just kind of move backwards. Every time he gets tackled, he's moving forward. This guy is a bowling ball. The best way to describe him. So those are some of the strengths of TreVeyon Henderson, according to NFLDraftBuzz.com. He's not a perfect candidate. He's not a perfect prospect. Let's talk about some of the weaknesses, guys. Durability is a significant concern after missing chunks of 2022 and 2023 seasons when tasked with lead back duties in the Big Ten. So, yeah, you would need to pair him up with a running back by committee. But we do have if we do keep Zamir White, that'd be a good change of pace back for him. And then you got, Raheem Mostert right there, kind of be that third running back. And I think him kind of splitting those carries will preserve his body and not, force him to take 30 carries a game. Because, in this day and age, it's very rare to find that workhorse anyway. So I think it would fit in perfectly with what we got going on. And if we double up on running back, that also solidifies that as well. So can get too fancy in the backfield at times, leading to negative plays when simpler north-south cuts were available. Yeah, he's a home run shot type of dude. More than likely, most likely he's gonna break those. Most likely he's gonna get it. He's an impressive running back. Even in the backfield, I saw a play where he did a spin off a guy out of the backfield and made nothing into something. So a lot of that is to his advantage. Sometimes it gets him caught up, but a lot of these running backs do the same thing. So that's not a problem for me. Despite solid blocking technique, his frame limitations show up against larger rushers who can overwhelm him with pure power. It's a running back, y'all. It's a running back. If you kind of hoping that he just kind of gets in the way of somebody, especially like a D tackle. I'm not necessarily looking for big form, things like that, especially because he's more of a weapon out of the backfield as a receiver. Having him back there blocking in some cases isn't going to happen very often and isn't ideal as far as what you're trying to do offensively. So I can look past that as well. Tends to bounce runs outside too quickly when faced with interior pressure rather than trusting his inside landmarks. And then route tree remains relatively basic, mostly wheels and checkdowns without much nuance in breaking routes or option patterns. So running back, once again, I'm cool with the wheel route. I'm good with screens and checkdowns. Maybe you add another like a Texas route, kind of like a little angle, kind of go across the field. You add that to his repertoire and you'd be all right. I'm not worried too much about it. But what do you guys think about his pros and cons of TreVeyon Henderson at Ohio State? Some people are saying that, he has some wear and tear. That's cool with me. We got some running backs that can kind of split some time with him and, kind of preserve that tread, like I was saying. So you guys let me know in the comments. So where will we pick him, right? Where do we pick Henderson in this draft, it ranges, right? I've seen people looking to get him in the first round. I've seen people looking to get him in the second round. I've seen people trying to pick him up in the third round. It varies, right? And I guess it just all depends on fit. And I think for the Raiders, it's an excellent fit. I'm not saying to pick him in the first round. I don't think that's a good idea. Of course, you wouldn't pick him number 6. Even in a trade back situation, picking him in the late first round is kind of a reach, right? But in that second round at number 37, that's something to consider. If you can move back into the second and get him maybe into the middle or late second round, you're in the sweet spot right there. I think that would be the ideal situation. But let's hear what the experts have to say, right? You heard what I had to say. Let's hear what the experts have to say. PFN has him going at number 25. That is high. That is high. But, they're saying that a lot of these running backs are going to move up into the first round because of their value. I think we're seeing a surge in teams looking at, valuing these running backs a lot more. So you could see teams kind of like, hey, we're gonna go, pick this running back that we really love in the first round because of their value, because they are a plug and play right off the jump. You don't have to, you don't have to worry about them kind of developing into a starter. These guys are coming in as starters already from the beginning. So PFN has them going at number 25, Pro Football Network. NFL.com has them going at number 27. ESPN has them going at number 31, which would be devastating. You never want running back to go at 31 this year. If you see 31, it's the Kansas City Chiefs, guys. MDDB has them going at 42. So does Todd McShay, number 42 overall. Draft Buzz got him going at 56. PFF, Pro Football Focus, has him going at 57. CBS has him going 68 overall in the third round to the Las Vegas Raiders, number 68. Draft Tech, number 70. And Sport News has him going number 73 into the mid-third round. I'm going to be honest with you, second round will probably be where you want to pick Henderson. It's a slight reach, maybe where we're at currently at number 37. Some of these experts do have him going at 37, and you got to really look at that board and see what's going on with these running backs. Are they falling off the board pretty quickly? You see onesie twosies getting picked pretty quickly. You might have to get your guy at that spot, depending on how the board's going. If the board is like, okay, we can hold off on running back, then you could probably look at, waiting to the third round to get this guy. Or in a situation, you can kind of lead the way and be like, we're going to move back up into the second, maybe in the mid to late second round, and pick our guy in TreVeyon Henderson. But where will you guys pick him? I think that the second round would be ideal at number 37. I think it would be okay, depending on how the board is. Third round would be an absolute steal. But you guys let me know in the comments. So that is TreVeyon Henderson draft placement, pros and cons. Hey, and you guys know what time it is. We're going to do the film breakdown. Hey, and you guys will definitely know what I'm talking about when I say that this is probably my favorite running back in this draft class. But I'm going to let you guys be the judge of that one. Buckle up. Ohio State's TreVeyon Henderson entered college football with 5-star hype and delivered after a stellar freshman campaign in 2021 that saw him rack up 1,560 total yards and 19 touchdowns. Henderson battled through injuries in 22 before bouncing back strong in 2023 and 2024. The 5'10", 210-pound back reminded scouts why he was one of the most explosive runners in the country, finishing his Buckeyes career with over 4,600 yards from scrimmage and 48 total touchdowns. Henderson's greatest asset is his burst. He hits the hole with elite acceleration and can erase pursuit angles in a flash. Once he's in the open field, he's a home run threat on every touch. Henderson also shows solid patience and vision with the ability to string together moves and makes defenders miss in space. As a receiver, he's a legitimate weapon, comfortable catching passes out of the backfield and creating after the catch. However, durability and consistency are the two biggest knocks on Henderson. A nagging foot injury slowed him in 2022, and he's yet to prove he can handle a full 17 game NFL workload. He also needs to improve his pass protection and inside running, at times relying too much on bounce outs rather than grinding out tough yards between the tackles. For the Las Vegas Raiders, Henderson would be a high upside selection in the second round. With the Raiders being in dire need of a dynamic playmaker, Henderson provides the kind of juice the Raiders' backfield has lacked. His ability to score from anywhere on the field gives Vegas a dynamic change of pace option, and his receiving skills would add versatility to the passing attack. Henderson wouldn't need to carry a full load right away, making the Raiders an ideal landing spot. Used in a rotation, he could immediately contribute on third downs, explosive packages, and screens, while developing into a potential lead back down the line. If healthy, he could be one of the most dangerous playmakers in the silver and black. Guys, this is TreVeyon Henderson. You guys can see it. He's running through the tackles, bounces off a defender, keeping the balance. You even see him on a wheel route right here, going down the sideline, shakes a defender. You see the replay right there, shakes off a defender, goes downfield. You see him, man. Toss play. Boom. Right there, stiff arm. And this dude does it all right here, man. He's power. He's speed. He can catch out of the backfield. He can run between the tackles. He's a home run hitter. This is TreVeyon Henderson. I'm going to let this thing ride out. I made it a little bit longer this time so you guys can get an idea of what I'm talking about. Bounces off another defender. Stiff arm right there. You see it. Another stiff arm in slow motion. Dude is unbelievable. Right here. You move, bounces to the outside right there, puts a shake, shakes another, and stiff arms another. Man, this dude is doing it. Now you see him against Oregon. Another home run shot right here. There you go. You see it right there. Spins. That's the move I was telling you. Spins off a guy and makes nothing into something right here. Now you see him in pass situations. Nice catch with some defenders down, breathing down his neck. And there you go once again for another home run shot. But guys, that is TreVeyon Henderson leaping a defender. And hey, I'm going to let this ride out. You guys check it out. You guys see what's going on right here. Man, there you go. At the Rose Bowl game, one of the biggest games of the season, he hits a home run right here. This dude is amazing on the field, man. This guy does it all. But that is it. You guys get the idea. TreVeyon Henderson, man. You guys let me know, is he the best running back in this class? Simple question, man. I know I'm going to hear Ashton Jeanty, and that's fine. Ashton Jeanty's great. He is. He's absolutely great. I wouldn't mind having Ashton Jeanty, but if we pass upon Ashton Jeanty with the plans of getting a TreVeyon Henderson, I will be ecstatic. So you guys let me know. That is day 16 of the 30 Days, 30 Prospects, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. That's what you call standing on business right there. Oh, makes contact. Devastating shot. This dude is about to leave his feet. He is stunned. He is petrified. Ragdolled him. Flapjack, pancake, it's a wrap. This dude wears a neck roll, guys. So this guy is about business on the field. When was the last time you seen a guy wear a neck roll? Midwest corn-fed type of offensive lineman that just is about his business. Oh my gosh. This dude, he look like he got hit by a train. Getting crushed by a building is exactly what we're talking about right here. That is a pancake action, the best I've seen so far out of all these prospects. This guy is a ragdoller, a manhandler, a bully. More manhandling, more flapjack action, more short stacking. Let's check. Boom. That man has left his feet. I don't know if you can see it because he's in white and they're in the snow. Dude's feet is in the air. He looks like, Uncle Phil's throwing Jazzy Jeff out of the building right now.
Speaking Sumerian, the oldest language in human history. I can't explain it.